Hello. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our electronic waste recycling business plan.
So this is Siddharth Madkekar starting with presentation. As we all know, the electronic waste is generated from broken or surplus electronics devices. If these devices disposed improperly, they pollute the environment because they contain toxic chemicals and hazardous material. These e-waste may be in the form of home appliances, information tech equipments like laptop, mobile, etc. So we are recycling these, that is reprocessing and reusing these electronics waste to recover the valuable material. This will reduce the production waste and greenhouse gases caused by manufacturing of new product. So the components that can be recycled are plastic, metal, glass, then gold, silver, palladium, copper from phones and circuit boards, aluminium ingots from hard disk, steel, nickel, cobalt, lithium from batteries. So the name of our company is EVOR, that is Electronic Waste Recyclers, and this is our logo. Tree here represent our environment protective approach. Coming to objective and plan, e-waste that we will collect from customer or scrap dealer will be stored in the warehouse. During inspection, it will be sorted and sent to reuse and recycling department. In reuse department, it will further undergo testing and separation, and the parts to be reused will sell it online or sell it in bulk to another retailer. In the recycling department, e-waste will undergo shredding and sorting process, and then it will go through separation processes and then to the customer, that is the manufacturer. So mission is to recover maximum resources from e-waste and to maximize value from the process of e-waste disposal, to adopt cleaner and best technologies and serve the cause of environment protection through efficient management of resources and technologies. Our vision here is to become center of excellence for e-waste recycling and to become a benchmark solution provider in environmental protection field. Coming to market survey, as per 2020 report, world dumped around 53.6 million tons of e-waste and just 17.4% was recycled. And India is the fifth largest e-waste producer in the world. Below chart shows that 20% of e-waste in India comes from Maharashtra, 13 from Tamil Nadu, 12 from Andhra Pradesh, and so on. So between year 2018 and 2020, e-waste generation has increased by 43%. This is about Goa. As per 2020 report, around 1500 kg was produced in Salsette alone and 1400 kg in Pardes, 974 in Tiswadi and 848 in Ponda. And it is expected to grow more in coming year.
Hello, my name is Rahul Mahale from BA Mechanical, and starting from organization structure. Organization structure should show the hierarchical position of the employees in the company or a firm. Our organization structure is functional in nature, as it is divided into different functions, and each function has its own manager, which you can see in the table. Supply chain manager has employees which will look after import, inventory, distribution of the electronic parts. Production manager will look upon the workers and engineers who will segregate parts and sorting into the for wholesale products or into the raw products needed for other industries. Maintenance manager and engineers will be looking into smooth running of the machines and inspecting the end product and checking quality and reliability of the system. HR department will look after the recruitment of employees and see the account section. Marketing manager will see to the sales management and marketing products into the offline and online stores such as OLX and Flipkart and Amazon, etc. Uh, Financial strategies. Financial strategies are mostly planned according to the finances, investing, and dividends. Finances will be managed as long-term goals of the company, such as debts taken from banks or government subsidy schemes. Investing will be done in employees working and machines needed for sorting the parts and for transportation and other facilities. And we will pay dividends as a percentage of profit for the crowdfunders and the shareholders. Now, coming to the cash flow. Here is the cash flow table. Cash will flow from companies interested in buying the product and the end user. uh, Electronic waste sorting company will pay for employees transportation, household which are selling the e-waste, and dividends to the shareholders. That comes under the cash flow. Coming to the information technology strategy, we have planned to creating a website for and a helpline for customers. Sellers could register if they have decent amount of electronic waste. Even managing traffic on the website and for feedback, it is useful. Customers can buy second-hand products online. Customer can also contact to the website or through a helpline number for any queries required about the product.
I'm Pranav Goratkar, studying in Goa College of Engineering. There are some key performance indicators that HR management should look upon. First one is creating matrices, which can be developed using cost, quality, quantity, and desired goals. Second is keeping audits, which helps find issues related with legal compliances. Third is benchmarking. It helps in comparison with best in class other competitors. Fourth is creating a balanced scorecard. The balanced scorecard consists of financial measures such as profit, loss, and operating margins. Second is internal process like product, service, quality, and efficiency. Third is customer relations like customer expectations, satisfaction, and loyalty. And fourth is learning activity such as knowledge creation and sharing. Competitive strategies that we'll be using, one is SWOT analysis and other one is pestle analysis. SWOT analysis stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The internal factors that can be controlled are strengths and weaknesses like loyal employees, high performance practices, and weaknesses consist of lack of leadership and lack of skills and outdated knowledge. External factors that cannot be controlled are opportunities and threats. Opportunities like market position and unexplored market and global expansion. Threats like legal mandates and competitive power. Second is pestle analysis, where P stands for political factors like level of corruption, tax and tariffs induced, intellectual property protection. Pestle E stands for macro environment factors such as education level in economy, labor cost and productivity in economy, inflation rates, and interest rates. S in pestle stands for society's culture and way of doing things like demographics and skill level of population, class structure, and culture and attitude towards environment and environmental consciousness. T stands for technological growth, such as technological impact on product offering, impact on cost of structure in waste management industry, rate of technological diffusion. L stands for legal framework and institutions, such as antitrust law in waste management industry and overall in the country, discrimination law, copyrights, patents, and intellectual property law, employment law, health and safety law. E stands E stands for environmental effects such as weather, climate change, laws regulating environmental pollution, recycling, air and water pollution regulations in waste management industry, attitude towards ecological products.
Hello, my name is Mahesh Naik from B Mechanical Engineering. The manufacturing strategy is a sequence of decisions that over time enables a business unit to achieve a desired manufacturing structure, infrastructure, and a set of specific capabilities. This in turn requires a number of decisions to be made to allow the formulation of the manufacturing strategy. Here we can see are the following time-saving manufacturing strategies observed in successful teams. 1. Talk to a machinist. Professional machinists are considered partners in the design process. What they lack in knowledge of the engineering design process and analysis, they make up for in manufacturing and practical experience. As a practical engineer, you will be required to consult with a machinist before finalizing your detailed design. Don't delay in getting started. Take a leap of faith and begin manufacturing as soon as possible. Only then does the team gain a realistic sense of the manufacturing timeline. divide up responsibilities so that the members can work in parallel on different sub assemblies. Otherwise, you may find the entire team standing around waiting for the same glue joint to dry. Keep detailed drawings up to date. If they are not up to date, only one person knows what the actual design looks like. The other person ends up doing most of the manufacturing while the other team members watch. With accurate drawings, team members can work in parallel, set and enforce intermediate deadlines. Manufacturing can spend several weeks. The instructor sets the big deadlines through the milestones. The team should set the little ones in between. Here is the list of common e-waste items. Apart from the household and common electronic waste, we also have waste from medical industries such as the phone and PBX systems, audio video equipment, and so on as mentioned. The raw materials which we are involved in is shown below in the table. For example, plastic costs 88 rupees per kg, metal 50 rupees per kg, glass 20 rupees per kg, and so on. The places where we will ship, transport, and sell are listed below, such as Ecocentric, Cerebra Integrated Technologies Limited, Beanbag, and so on. Now, how would we promote? We would use the three big local listing services: embrace social media, start a blog, put up multimedia on YouTube and Flickr, SEO of your company website, press release, and join a relevant online community and contribute. Now, the coming to raw material sourcing. Sourcing is about finding the balance between the quality of raw materials and the affordability. So, the less you can spend on materials, the better the profit margins for your business. Cost savings are important, and also it is if it is too cheap and buy shoddy materials, the resulting products is of lesser quality. So we will be getting it for free from customers and users and companies. Segregating these appliances and remodeling them into segregating components, and these components based on the material thus give us the desired raw material. The facility location and type. There are four main types of facility layouts: process, product, fixed position, and cellular. So, for example, a manufacturing or customer machinery would use a process layout. Facility location is the right location for the manufacturing facility. It will have sufficient access to the customers, workers, transportation, etc. So, in our business plan, we will select it in and around Vasco, extending up to Margao, can be transported via air or water. Now, the inventory strategy. An inventory strategy is a day-to-day methodology for following order, maintaining, and processing items in your warehouse. The different strategies include the push-pull strategy, the push strategy, and the just-in-time strategy. In this, we need to decide how much to stock to keep, decide where to store it, and decide how to replenish it. In our case, the warehouse will be situated in Vasco. Facility will have all raw materials stocked and ready to be shipped. Thank you.
This is Projit Kalangutkar from B Mechanical. So I'll be explaining the transportation network design and what transportation system we will be using in our business plan. So basically there are many types such as warehouse storage with home delivery, warehouse storage with customer pickup, store storage with home delivery, store storage with customer pickup, farm storage with direct shipping, and hybrid delivery mode. We'll be using customized delivery mode that I'll explain further. So there will be two different delivery systems for two different facilities we'll be delivering to the customers. One is the reused products, how we will be transporting it to the customers, and how the recycling or recycled products that will be delivered to the companies. So delivery system for the reuse. So we'll be using pickup points so that the customers can take their ordered products from a particular point. So this is diagram how it will look. So keep the transportation cost low, we'll be using the pickup points. And in this, the customer will book the required product online, and then he or she will choose a pickup point from where they can take the product. Hence, it would be beneficial for both the customer as well as for us. Secondly, for those who want to buy the products in a wholesale or large quantity, they can directly contact in our warehouse. So in this, the products will be sold in much cheaper way, that is in wholesale rate. since the since they will be transporting a large amount of products, so their transportation cost will also decrease as in one time investment. The second facility is manufacturer storage with direct shipping. This facility is for the companies. Uh, they can take the recycling products directly from the company.